Okay, this video is for my experience attending the Zen meditation. It's kind of like the Vipassana meditation, but instead of 10 days, I only attended for 7 days. It was done by the Jesuit Spirituality Center, because I live here in Fishers, Indiana, so I went to Milford, Ohio. That's where they had the meditation center. So I attended for 7 days, and it was about 5 to 6 hours sitting meditation, where you just sit down and you can close your eyes or you can open it if you want, but I prefer to close my eyes and sit for like around 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and then you take a break for like 5 minutes, and we have like a walking meditation for like 5 minutes, and then you sit again, and then you walk again for 5 minutes, and then you sit again. And all throughout the 7 days, it's also, you are not supposed to talk to anybody, you're not supposed to have conversation. When you have lunch, you just have to be quiet, you just, when you take a bath, you're not supposed to talk. So it's just completely, you're not supposed to entertain yourself in any way. You're not supposed to read books. You're not supposed to talk to people. Just be quiet. You're not supposed to watch TV. You just, even the food is very simple food. It's like vegetarian, but they also offer coffee. But I try just to challenge myself, so I just drink water all the time, which is good. And the reason why I attended this, because I felt that my life has become more like mechanistic. I felt like I'm like a robot, repeating the same thing. It's like a pattern over and over, and it feels like dull. And then, and other aspect, I have I think childhood issues that I have to resolve because the way I was raised, and also like cultural conditioning that I want to kind of let go, but I couldn't. I was like having these anger issues with my kids, if my kids didn't do things that I wanted to do, I easily get like mad at them and become like a bully here, talking about bully. And I was not happy with that. Of course, I want to change myself, but it's kind of difficult because of this like automatic, it's like automatic patterns. It's just somebody do something, and then it just triggers just like that, and then I have no control whatsoever to think rationally and to calm myself. So and I knew that this has something to do with my childhood, the way I was being brought up, because I was being like not kind of beaten up with my parents before when I was a kid, because probably they think I was like naughty, like playing with firecrackers and so on. So I was like very determined to go to the root of the problem. I wasn't happy just going to the church, confess my sin, because I just keep on repeating the same sins over and over again, right? So what's the use? So I was like fed up with that. So I have to try something new. And I read this, that meditation helps to change the way we think, even the structure of the brain. And with recent like research in neuroplasticity, that we can actually change our brain. And it used to be, we cannot do it. It used to be, the myth was up to a certain age, that's the way you are, and then you cannot even change it anymore. But that's not true. We can still keep on changing our brain. So, and meditation, I've read a lot of books before that helps me to kind of change myself, change the brain structure, literally. And I already read a book, some books that documented this, that literally the brain structure inside the meditation's head actually changes after they just do meditation for like 6 days or 7 days, quite rigorously. So I'm intrigued with this, and I have a kind of deep conviction that I could do it. So that's the reason why. So I went there. Actually, I wanted to do the Vipassana meditation, but since it was 10 days and it was quite far, so I went with this one. it was a really good experience, and I kind of expect that my emotion will surface during that time. And I remember even the priest who's leading the Zen meditation already kind of warned us, please stay during the 7 days of meditation. If you feel like you want to quit, please don't. If you feel like you're angry or you feel like very emotional, just stay with me, because that's normal. That's expected to happen. Which I experienced that during the meditation. I think during day 3, I have this always, when I was childhood, I always have this like nightmare. I was like being strangled by a monster, you know, and I remember I used to wake up and go to my mom, and I was like crying, you know, really feeling really scared, you know, what's happening. And then Mom, can I sleep with you? And then she allowed me to sleep with her. And that thing happened even when I was an adult. That's like probably up to like 10 years ago. And that thing happened again when I was doing the meditation. This was probably, I don't know, 6-7 years ago I did this. I couldn't remember exactly, or 5 years ago. So during day 3, it surfaced, that nightmares on my brain, and it surfaced at night, you know, because I was like alone. I remember I was walking inside the restroom, the toilet. I was, I think, gonna take a bath or, you know, do something, and then the fear just comes out, and the you know, the horror, like, you know, I was like couldn't, like, froze, like I was feeling really afraid. And then I just thought to myself, I remember, no, this is not you, then this is just my imagination, this is just on my head. And I was talking to myself, you devil, whatever you are inside my head, I want to face you, I want to challenge you, you know, show up. If you're real, I'm gonna fight you to the death. You know, I keep on saying that in front of the mirror. But I was really, really afraid at that time. So that happens on day 3, and then just it happened one time, and then day 4, day 5, and then it never happens again. Yeah, so that's, and I think on that point, I think I managed to let go of that childhood issues that I had. That I always have a nightmare somebody's gonna strangle me. So I think that's very useful for me. The other experience, I just, during those 7 days, it feels like, do I feel bored? No, in general, no, I don't feel bored. If you're asking, I don't know why. I just don't feel bored. I just feel like I wanna go through this. I wanna just keep saying, like, prove myself that, or say to myself that I can get to the root cause of my problem, which is the childhood issues that I have. That's affecting me, the way I talk, the way I react to people, the way I do things. Yeah, I think and then at the end of the 7 days, and then we have like a group session. That's the only time we can talk to each other. And then the priest kind of like say to us, hey, if you want to share something, it's an open room. Anything that you want to discuss, you know, you can discuss it here. So that's the only time. It's on the at the end of the meditation session, or the end of the week, the 7 days period. But yeah, it wasn't really for me, because I think even before that I already practiced on my own at home to do meditation. I did like probably around 1 hour every day. So at one time I even practiced like 2 hours a day. So for me to stretch that into 5 hours and a day, it's kind of not very taxing for me. I kind of like and ready for that. And the fact that they break it only like 30 to 40 minutes, and then you take a break. you don't do it continuously. You take a break for a 5 minutes walk, and then sometimes you take a break for lunch, right? And then so it's like 3 hours probably during in the morning, and then another 2 hours or another 3 hours if people wants to keep on continuing, they can do so at their own time. But there's a minimum time that you have to do it like within 5 hours. So yeah, it was good. I think some of the emotions, garbage that I've been repressing, with the associated false belief that I have, I can let it go during that time, especially during that when I had that nightmare again, that somebody is gonna, like a devil, is gonna kill me or whatever. I think that's a projection of myself, that of feeling insecure, that somebody is gonna like kill me or hurt me, so yeah, I couldn't remember anything else. I wish I could tell you, but it was, I think I would, if you want to do it, if I would say, you have that feeling that, like life has become, I would say, too mechanistic for you, and you're doing the same thing over and over again, and it's wrong, and you cannot stop yourself, then I think the meditation will help, because that's the time you can just sit down and just be with your own thoughts and see where the thoughts gonna bring you into. Because from my experience, I have so many false ideas, false thoughts, and those false thoughts generates an emotion, especially the negative one, or sometimes even the positive one, the excitement. And while I'm, during the past probably 10-12 years, I've been practicing to, not necessarily meditation, but more to let go of the false thoughts. I think the key of the meditation for me is to be able to be flexible in my mind, that in such a way that I can let go of my false thoughts. And meditation really helps, because meditation, when I do meditation, you are really sitting down with your thoughts. There's no other distraction. You're just with your thoughts. So what are you going to do with your thoughts? You can keep it, you can keep it on your own, or you can try to let it go. If you know that thoughts, it's not going to go bring you to be a better person for yourself. So that's for me. That's the purpose of meditation, is to practice myself to be able to allow myself to let go of the thoughts easily. Because there's many times I got stuck with my own thoughts, and then that thoughts brings me to a deeper, negative consequences in my life. Like when I'm feeling angry, when I think about, oh, I have to do this, and I cannot let that go at that moment, and that leads me into trouble. So I would strongly suggest, if you feel like you're like your thoughts is like kind of stuck, or very often stuck with your own thoughts. So meditation is a good practice to do that. But once you know the trick, how to kind of just let go, and you don't have to do it anymore. Of course, from time to time, every day, people has to have a downtime, right? In every day, to relax. So that's, for me, relaxing time is also time to, try to observe my thoughts, and then if there is anything that I want to let go, I just try to be able to let go. But even for me, sometimes it's hard. It's like being hardwired since the past like 40 years of my life. It's hard to change myself. That's the hardest things I can do. It's so much easier to do stuff. Yeah, but the meditation definitely helps. I remember the first time I practiced meditation, I didn't know before that I thought my thoughts and me, they're one, they're like the same. But actually, you can separate it. It's like, this is my thoughts, and this is me, and then I'm just observing the thoughts. So it's like, I have that revelation for the first time, and I said, whoa, what's happening here, So the thoughts is not me. It's actually it's like an individual entity that I can just let it go, you know, if I want to. It's so that's for me the practice of meditation and the purpose. And right now I don't really practice meditation every day, but I try to have that mindset that I have to kind of always remember to let go stuff, especially the stuff that I don't need in life. And I think because of that practice, I becoming more and more knows what is really important in life. I don't get easily, how do you say, distracted of doing things that are superficial in life. You know, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, just feel free to ask me.